Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set. First down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Higgins. Ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The throw. Finds his man. It's Jordan. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice completion, nice short game. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and a defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Gets it inside the 10. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handling.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
Run in the red zone, it's Sampson. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. To the air, it's Ward. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
PAT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Atkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The ball pops out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Razorbacks are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Running through contact. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Atkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking downfield, it's Griffin. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll run play action. He'll try to do it himself. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This guy just gives me nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
The play caller.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Got it on the outside. It's Jordan. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Getting some heat. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And a bit of a bizarre play there, but no opportunity to run it back for the 2, so the score will stay the same. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. fair catch called for and made. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it...
That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
A 3rd and long coming up here. The give out of the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Afterburners coming. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so...
Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Finds a man by himself. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Atkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Back to pass, it's Griffin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Alabama pushing the tempo. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed...
And the quarterback is snowed under. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. Got a man in the middle. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
At the 45, on his way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The give to the back. And the ball slipped out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Looking to throw, it's Griffin. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Alabama quickly back to the line.
You already go.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for a gap. It's Sampson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, what a blow for this offense. You got the football in the 4th quarter, a chance to go take the lead. Now you turn it over. Your defense is going to have to go out there and step up for it.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Dropping back, it's Griffin. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Now improvising. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the red zone, it's Jordan. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Scanning the field, it's Griffin. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Well, how about this one? The Razorbacks will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ibuka. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Hand off from the shotgun. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's third down, it's money down, and you can just tell something wasn't right from the get-go with that play, and it strung along, and the option just didn't work, and the defense was very successful. Fourth down coming for this offense.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Ibuka. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Francis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Just a short pass to the tight end. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona State 7, Arkansas 3.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be stopped short. Picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. We're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Movement here from the tight end. Handoff from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback, making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going. Help.
Fires and picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. One more snap coming before halftime. the play fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half.
Arizona State 7, Arkansas 6.
The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking downfield, it's Ward. He's got his man. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jordan.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Hunter. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Razorbacks are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack, though.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd down, going up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Jordan. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. To the air, it's Ward. Fires to the middle. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And this one splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Makes the catch. It's Francis. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
Offense facing fourth down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 9.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Timeout, Arizona State.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
I know the analytics.
Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Finds his tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where...
He's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's going to run it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Gonna take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Arkansas. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And boy, did they finish with a huge play in the passing game, scoring from 85 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Bryant. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On first down from their own 22. Back to pass, it's Reed. Throwing right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the QB has had a nice drive. And this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense.
Got a lot of running room. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air, it's Ward. They're working that left side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice completion here, this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Arkansas 14, Georgia Tech.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. Going for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll give it to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They go to the ground, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll put the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Ward. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The give and the run on 4th down. Turns it on in midfield. Delivers the contact. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you've got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground, but didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Now he's going to break the pocket. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up.
Arkansas, 17. Georgia Tech, 10.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're bringing heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, and they convert. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. He finds his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, route.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down. will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus.
And they got him for the sack. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll pull it down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Nice move to pick up yardage.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Prieskorn. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Might as well give it to him again.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They move the tight end all over. On the run, it's Jordan. Plows through the defense. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Shows him the stiff arm. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Virginia 7, Arkansas 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Keeps the legs moving. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. They'll punch this in and get a touchdown.
The Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. They went out and looked so good on that last drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll let it go down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He chucks one out to the right. And it's caught inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Virginia!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. using his legs to buy some time. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Give to the running back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Quarterback moving. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lets it fly deep downfield. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. At the 40, there he goes. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. And the Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's got an open man. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than...
Trying to beat the D deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's a great job of the defense turning the page. just gave up a big completion. You come right back here, you defend another shot down the field. That should hopefully give him a little bit of confidence.
Fires left. Makes the grab. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football. They're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. He'll try to tack on one more. To the air. They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll leave it with him. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking.